What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We are back with another fun draft scenario rebuild. As yesterday we did Vic and Scoot on the Spurs, and today we got the Thompson twins on the Rockets. I'll show you how we got that done in just a second, but let's go ahead and jump in and do this Ausar Thompson and Ahmed Thompson Houston Rockets rebuild. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you are new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. YouTube has been telling me that 63% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed. So if you do fall into that 63% and want to change that, that'd be greatly appreciated. Again, just like yesterday, this is just a fun little scenario rebuild. I'm not saying this is going to happen, nor am I predicting it. This is for entertainment purposes only. But we took Ahmed Thompson with pick 4, and I was trying to think of the team that made sense to do the Thompson twins together, and I think the Rockets were the team that made the most sense. Basically, my thought process is they obviously had pick 4 to draft Ahmed Thompson, and Ausar Thompson, it's kind of a mystery on where he'll go. He's, kind of ranged from like 5 all the way down to maybe potentially like 12 if he falls that far. Not sure if he would, but this is the trade that we did. We traded with Orlando to get their 6th overall pick, and this might be a little too rich for Houston fans if you're watching this, but trust me, there's a reason I did it, and I'll show you why in just a second. So Tari Eason, pick 20 and 29 in a future Nets pick in order to get pick 6 from the Magic. You might see Tari Eason and you might be freaking out right now. The only reason I did the Tari Eason thing is because I want to make this rebuild somewhat challenging. If I was able to keep Tari Eason, he develops so crazy, and like this Houston team in general just develops like super nicely. So I kind of threw him in there. Plus it gives like more opportunity for Ausar Thompson. So again, it's not to be taken too seriously whatsoever. This is a trade that we did. And of course, with pick 4 and 6, we drafted Ahmed Thompson and Ausar Thompson. So welcome to Houston. Let's get straight into things. So player options, we're going to go ahead, accept Jalen Green, Şengün, Kenyon Martin, Christopher, Gruba. We're going to accept all these. I'll even accept Knicks at the end as well. Then qualifying offers, Darius Days is a free agent. I don't think we're too concerned about him. And I don't think we have any important free agents to worry about either, at least this offseason. So if we take a look, Frank Kaminsky, Bojan Marjanovic, or Boban Marjanovic, we're not too worried about either of them, obviously. Of course, there's the James Harden rumors. Again, I won't be doing that. I have done a James Harden Rockets rebuild in the past. I'm not doing that today. I'm going to purely focus on Ahmed Thompson and Ausar Thompson. So if you look at the team right now, Kevin Porter Jr., Ahmed Thompson. I am going to be starting Ahmed Thompson right away. I might end up trading Kevin Porter Jr. We shall see, because Kevin Porter Jr. Scores quite a bit in the simulation. So we can get rid of that scoring and have it just go towards one of the Thompson twins. That's kind of what I want to accomplish there. Jalen Green and Josh Christopher, I like that shooting guard rotation. We'll leave that the way it is. Kenyon Martin, Jay Sean Tate, Ausar Thompson. I'm probably going to start Ausar Thompson right away. I want to make this video purely focused on the Thompson twins and developing them as much as we possibly can. Jabari, of course, going to be the 4, and then got Şengün at the 5. So I probably could just move Tate or Kenyon Martin to the 4, and that could probably work out as far as my bench depth there. So that's probably what we'll do. We'll move Kenyon Martin maybe to the 4. He stays the same, so he'll be the backup 4 to Jabari Smith, and then we'll need a backup big. And then I honestly might look for some veterans as well to sign a free agency. That way I can use some mentorship programs. So centers that we can get in free agency. So a guy like Brook Lopez, Nikola Vucevic, Christian Wood, Jakob Poeltl, Mason Plumlee, Naz Reid, Andre Drummond, Nick Richards, Maurice Wagner. So I mean, as far as getting a center, I guess I don't know if that's going to make a ton of sense to mentor. We just need a backup center in general. So I like the idea of Naz Reid, don't get me wrong, but I think I just want a center who's just going to rebound and block shots. So Nick Richards, I'm going to go for you. I'm not even sure why he's always here. I'm pretty sure he still has like a rookie contract or salary left on his rookie contract with Charlotte. I could be totally wrong about that, but it seems like they always decline one of his team options. And then now I want to get some veterans to bring in to mentor both the Thompson twins if we can. So we're starting Nick Richards like I showed you guys, and then the 2 veterans we're bringing in are Derrick Rose and Danny Green. I'm signing them both to 2-year deals to see if they'll stay here for 2 years and they can mentor the Thompson twins. That's basically why I'm bringing them in, and that's going to be it. I know we could do more in free agency, but we kind of already have a full rotation, so I'm not going to do too much there. And yeah, that's going to be it. Let's go straight to player progression, and let's see what we're about to look like. Darius Days is coming back, and then you got Jalen Green up to an 86. Şengün up to an 84, Kevin Porter Jr. up to an 82, and Jabari's up to an 82. And of course, we will be starting Ahmed Thompson and Ausar Thompson this year. Gruba's up, and then Christopher, and then of course Derrick Rose, Danny Green are down in overall, which is to be expected. But I'm going to be using them purely for mentors only, so it's not that big of a deal anyway. They are going to be mentoring Ahmed Thompson and Ausar Thompson separately. So let's get straight into this draft class, and then we can look at the rotation and use those mentorship programs very wisely to develop the Thompson twins as quickly as we possibly can. They might have just cut one of my mentors because our roster was full, did they? No, they didn't, thankfully. So thankfully they didn't cut either of them. But so if we look at our rotation, we got Thompson, Jalen Green, and Ausar Thompson all starting, which is great, which I want to see that. Jabari Shingun, Kevin Porter Jr., Kenyon Martin, Nick Richards, and Jayshawn Tate, and Josh Christopher. Honestly, perfect rotation. Literally could not have done it any better. The proficiency is a 2-star defense, which no wonder why maybe the Thompson twins are starting. I'm going to move it to a balance, though. I think that's probably going to work better than a defensive system going forward. So let's move this to a balance, and then let's use those mentorship programs, and we should be ready for this season. So let's go into the mentorship things. And there's a reason why I said that we signed both Derrick Rose and Danny Green, and this was the reason right here. So where is Thompson? There he is. Thompson be mentored by our boy Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose, there you are. So let's give him, let's see, Pro Touch, Slithery. I mean, anything really that just going to help the development of Thompson is going to be fine. And then let's go Fearless Finisher. That would be nice. Let's go with that. And then Ausar Thompson, you'll be mentored by Danny Green. It's not the best matchup, or not the best match, but it's all good. Claymore, corner specialist, and then like guard up, I think is going to be nice. So we'll go with that, and we'll simulate this season. We'll see how we do, and we'll see if we're a playoff team year number 1. Jokic ends up winning MVP. Vic is rookie of the year in San Antonio. Ben Simmons, 6th man in Brooklyn. Defensive player goes to Giannis, and Tyler Hero wins most improved. Quinn Snyder is your coach of the year, and Harrison is your executive. So here's your NBA first team. I'm looking at the all rookie teams, and I want to see if we get both Thompson twins or not here. So we do get neither one of the Thompson twins here, which is kind of unfortunate, but we do get both of them on all rookie second team. So I guess that's nice to see at least. But if we go ahead and take a look at the player stats, as you guys saw, we actually made the play-in tournament as well. But 23 from Jalen Green, no surprise there. 18 from Jabari, 14.5 from Kevin Porter Jr., 12 from Shingun, 12 from Ausar Thompson, and 11 from Thompson with 6 assists. He is up to an 80, and Ausar Thompson still a 77. I do notice that Thompson does develop in this draft class a lot better than Ausar does. We'll see if that continues. But 8 and 4 from Kenyon Martin off the bench, and Richard with 6 and 6, and a block off the bench, which is perfect. Jayshawn Tate with 6 and 6 from Christopher. So here we go. We are in the play-in, and we get to play the Clippers in the first round of the play-in tournament. So I'm excited and curious to see how this is going to go, as they picked up PJ Washington at their 4 spot, which is kind of nice, but let's see what happens as we do beat them. So we're in the playoffs. So just like that, we go from a team that had no business of being anywhere near the playoffs last year to a team that made it this year. So we get to play Golden State in round 1. I was looking at the wrong series, but Golden State, of course, Steph, Clay, Wiggins, Kuminga, Kevon Looney, Jordan Poole. I think it's pretty likely we don't beat them here. I think it's safe to say we will be eliminated in round 1, but as long as we put up a good fight, that's what matters. So let's see how this goes. Game 1, we're down 1-0. Game 2, down 2-0. Game 3, we do win 1. So that's actually a good sign. The fact that we even got 1 game, I'm super ecstatic about. So can we win another one though? We even it up on the Warriors. So the fact that we're pushing the Warriors this far, 34 from Jabari, 27 from Jalen Green, 23 from Kevin Porter Jr. Game 6, they're up 3-2, and it's probably going to be safe to say that they beat us here. And no, we're going to a game 7 with the Golden State Warriors in round 1. That is honestly super amazing. Let's see if we can if we can beat the Warriors in game 7. That is going to be huge for our development going forward. We got the grasp right here. It is a close game, and we're sending the Warriors home in round 1, which is honestly crazy. I feel like if this happened hypothetically in real life, that would be the end to the Warriors. Like, the dynasty would officially be like over. If you lost to Houston in round 1 the way you just did there's no way you can come back from that. I feel like I don't know. That's just my perspective, but that's just how good the Rockets though are in the simulation. The Thompson twins get us into the second round, and we get to play the Grizzlies. So I don't know if we beat the Grizzlies, but the fact to beat the Warriors in itself is pretty amazing. So game 1, down 1-0. Game 2, down 2-0. So just like last series, we do win 1. So this is going exactly how last series went. And we even it up. Can we win game 5 as well? We do not. We're going to a game 6 against the Grizzlies at home in H-Town. Can we go ahead and push a game 7 once again? I don't know if we go on a miracle run like this. It feels like we're the Miami Heat, but it looks like it might be coming to an end here, and we do lose in 6. But hey, the fact that we got as far as we did is a really good sign. Let's go ahead and see who wins the championship real quick. You got the Pelicans and the Hawks. No surprise there. And you got the Hawks beating the Pelicans at 4. Unfortunately, both our mentors are retiring, so we'll have to find different mentors, which is totally fine. Derrick Rose, thank you for your service, and Danny Green, thank you for your service as well. But let's go straight to the draft lottery, and let's see what we can get here on lottery night. I don't think we have a lottery pick, but I could be wrong. We don't own our own pick, I believe, and I did trade that Nets pick away, which is that Nets pick here? Yes, it is. So the Magic, from trading pick 6, are projected the 9th overall pick. So let's see if they get lucky. And no, so we pretty much traded 9, 20, and 29 plus Tari Eason for pick 6, which ended up being Ausar Thompson. Is that the best trade in the world? No, but that's just the purpose of this rebuild today. And I don't think we have a first round pick at all in this draft, which is totally fine by me because honestly, this draft is really disappointing anyway. At least in 2K. I don't know about real life, but I'm going to keep everything the same. I think we did really good last year, so we can fill out this coaching staff and we can figure out what to do next. My next move is trading Kevin Porter Jr. in 4 seconds over to Houston in order to get pick 8 in this lottery. That should get us another lottery pick. I'm also kind of dumping Kevin Porter Jr.'s contract and getting me out of the way of Amon Thompson, basically. That way, Amon Thompson has all the freedom in the world to get more shots because Kevin Porter Jr. was taking some shots away, which is basically the reason why we did that. And we get to draft another young developmental piece here in Houston. So we got Amari off the bench. We got Ron Holland. I'm going to take Amari to be our backup forward going forward, though. I don't know how much we'll be keeping Kenyon Martin, or we can just move Kenyon Martin back to the 3. So, Amari, welcome to Houston, my friend. He'll be our new backup forward going forward. Player options, we got Jayshawn Tate. I'm actually going to decline that. And then Kenyon Martin is a free agent, which I'm going to try to bring him back as a bench piece going forward. I don't know how much he'll be asking for, but him off the bench is going to be just fine. I think he's a perfect bench piece. And then free agency, he's only asked for like $15 million. That's not too shabby. And then I don't know if I'll be doing anything else free agency other than maybe signing some vets. So Amon Thompson, Jalen Green, Christopher, Ausar Thompson, Jabari, Amari, and then Alpert Sengun, Nick Richards, and Osman, I think as well. I don't know how to say his last name correctly, but you get it. So we are going to probably just sign Kenyon Martin and then some veterans, and that's going to be our free agency. I'm just going to keep rolling with the development of this team. This team is only going to keep getting better. Hopefully, Ausar Thompson can hit like a nice development stride, plus Amon Thompson does as well. We know Jalen Green and Jabari are only going to keep getting better as well, so we should be fine. So in free agency, I'm signing Matisse Thybulle as another veteran mentor. It's not perfect, but there wasn't a ton of good options here. So Matisse Thybulle, and then lastly, we're signing Kenyon Martin and Mike Conley, who should be the literally just perfect point guard mentor to Amon Thompson. In moment of truth player progression, you got Jalen Green up to an 89, no surprise there. 86 Jabari. Sengun did not move, which kind of sucks. Amon Thompson up to an 81. Kenyon Martin up to an 80. And then Josh Christopher up to a 79. Ausar Thompson went up to a 78, but he does have 15 badges, which is great. And Amon Thompson is up to 14. And Conley is going to mentor Amon Thompson again. And then we're going to have Matisse Thybulle, which isn't a perfect match, mentor Ausar Thompson. So we're just going to keep spamming those mentorships, and we'll get into the rotation. So Amon Thompson is being mentored by Mike Conley, and then I got Ausar Thompson being mentored by Matisse Thybulle, which again isn't perfect, but it is what it is. If we look at our rotation though going into this next season, Amon Thompson, Jalen Green, Ausar Thompson, Jabari, Sengun, Kenyon Martin, Mike Conley, Josh Christopher, and Nick Richards. So we literally went to the second round last year. I'm hoping for big things again this year. We're still only a 3-star proficiency, unfortunately, but hopefully that will keep getting better as we keep going. We'll see how we do in year number 2. This season, once again, took another step in the correct direction as we went from the play-in last year to just being clearly a playoff team this year, avoiding the play-in entirely. Let's go take a look at the player stats this year, as you had 28 from Jalen Green, 24 from Jabari, and then you had 15 and 12 from Amon and Ausar Thompson, which you love to see. So I'm glad those two guys are really starting to become their own, which is great. And then Sengun with 11 and 8, and then you had 8 from Conley off the bench, 8 from Christopher, 8 from Kenyon Martin, and then 5 from Nick Richards. So let's see if we can get past round 1 again. We do draw the Denver Nuggets in round 1, who of course have the MVP in Nikola Jokic. Gary Trent Jr. is a nice addition for them off the bench, and Austin Reeves. So definitely their bench has gotten a lot better. They still have KCP starting though, which is interesting. We shall see how it goes. Game 1, we do beat them 121 and 107. Jokic with 25 and 18, 34 and 13 from our boy Jabari. Game 2, they even it up. Game 3, 2-1. Game 4, 3-1. And do we beat Denver in 5? No. What about in 6? No, we're going to a game 7. So game 7 in Denver. Can we come out here and beat them in their own altitude plagued arena? Can we beat the Denver Nuggets? It's not looking good. We might be going home in round 1, and we are going to unfortunately come up 1 point short. But Ausar, was that Ausar? Yeah, Ausar Thompson averaged 17 points per game in that playoffs. Still not very efficient from 3, but they're really not known as shooters anyway. So it is what it is. Unfortunately, just didn't get where we wanted. We wanted to be in round 2 again. I don't know if we would have beaten Utah anyway, who got Lonzo Ball and Kuzma. So those two are reunited again with Sexton off the bench. Brendan VanVleet. Let's see who goes on to win the championship again. It looks like it's going to be Atlanta. And it is Atlanta and Golden State, who we actually beat last year. So I wonder if we could have made it all the way to the finals. Who knows? Somebody come around, and the Hawks, they sweep the finals again. So in this year's draft lottery, we're actually projected a top 3 pick via the Brooklyn Nets in the year of 2025. So this should be very interesting. Let's see what happens. And we do get pick number 4. So we have the 4th overall pick in this lottery, which is really nice. I love having that 4th overall pick. Obviously, that's going to come in handy. Howard Early, Henry Miller, and then can we get a big man coach? We're still full. Yes, we can grab a big man coach. So I'm going to fill this out. Then we're going to figure out what we want to do with this pick. Do we want to go ahead and maybe just make a big move, or do we want to sign, or do we want to draft another developmental player at that 4th overall pick? There's a lot of decisions to be made, but honestly, I almost want to just make a big trade, to be honest with you. That's kind of what I'm feeling right now, but we'll see. We'll see. So to recap what we've done so far is I went ahead and drafted Dylan Harper with the 4th overall pick. I don't plan on keeping him. I want to try to trade him. I'm going to try to go for someone that I haven't been able to get before. I don't know if I'm able to pull it off, but I accepted Jabari, Thompson, Mike Conley, Ausar, and Tata Washington back in Houston, and now we're in free agency. So Şengün and Jalen Green are both free agents, along with Josh Christopher and Garuba as well. Mainly just going to wait until these guys are ready to sign some contracts. It says, hey, let's renounce Jalen Green. Yeah, let's do that. He's literally our best player. 2K, sometimes you literally make no sense. I don't get it. Regardless, I'm going to make sure we secure Jalen Green back. And yeah, it's saying, hey, just renounce him instead of signing him. Why not? Yeah, that just sounds dumb. So Jalen Green, let's sign him. And then Şengün, I'm going to sign him back. Now, okay, unless, hold on. I want to see something. I want to see... No, that's not gonna be possible, I don't think, anyway. So point guards are all positions. Let's go best overall. So the best overall left, yeah, literally the best center available was Şengün. The thing I was thinking to do was upgrade the center position. Not that Şengün is doing anything wrong, but I don't know. I just feel like there's somebody that I had in mind that I think is going to be literally impossible to get, but I'm going to try to get him because I've never gotten him before, and I think it'll be a fun change up. So Şengün, gonna sign him, and then I'm also gonna bring back Josh Christopher because that's decent depth there. So Christopher will bring you back, and then I have a trade that I'm gonna try to get done. Now, am I gonna be able to get it done? Probably not, but I'm gonna try. So here's my dream scenario that I thought of in my head. I'm gonna try to get Evan Mobley. Is this gonna be easy to do? Definitely not, but I've never gotten him before. He'd just be so perfect at that center position, and like I said, it's someone I've never literally gotten before. So I'm offering Şengün, Harper, Omari, and then 3 future firsts in order to get him. I don't know if the Cavs say yes to this. We got Evan Mobley on Houston. We got Evan freaking Mobley. Let's freaking go. So that's going to be our brand new center upgrade in Houston. He stays the same at a 92 overall as well. So now Thompson, Mike Conley, Jalen Green, Christopher, Ausar Thompson at the 3, Jabari, Kenny DeMar, and then Evan Mobley and Nick Richards. I love it, dude. I freaking love it. Okay, small forward position. I wanted to accomplish that and we're able to do that. And I want to be able to see what small forward we can get as a mentor here. I'm going to keep spamming these mentor things like I said, but there's really no good options here. I guess Max Strus is like my best option. So minimum, Max Strus at 29. Sure, why not? Welcome to Houston, my friend. Or we could sound like a different position and it probably wouldn't matter. Like Russell Westbrook would be interesting, but I don't think I want to bring him in. So let's go straight to player progression. And let's see if Thompson hit another development stride. So Ausar Thompson still a 79 overall, which kind of sucks. He didn't go up further, but Thompson is 83. And of course, we got Evan Mobley from the Cavaliers. So Jalen Green, Jabari, look at this big 3. It's amazing with Thompson and Ausar. It's exactly what I wanted to accomplish, and we should be ready and intact to go compete and contend for a championship. In my mind, I think this team could definitely do it. We're going to be going into the year of 2026 in the next year, so let's go ahead and make sure we're geared up and ready to go contend, because I think we are after that Evan Mobley edition. So let's see what we're looking at. So rotationally, you got Thompson, Jalen Green, Ausar Thompson, Jabari, Evan Mobley. That front court is absolutely nasty. Kenyon Martin, Christopher, Nick Richards, and Mike Conley is still our rotation. And we are up to a 4-star balance, which is amazing. And then once again, just going to spam those mentorships even further. So Thompson is still going to be mentored by Mike Conley. So let's keep that going. So that's still going. And Ausar, you'll be mentored by, I guess, I mean, it's not really the best match, but Max Strus. Sure, why not? We'll go something like that. All right, I'm going to say this year, I fully expect to be a top seed in the West. So at the end of the season, literally no surprise, 57-25 on the year for our head coach and Howard Early, which obviously should be Ime Udoka, but he's not in 2K, unfortunately, at least not this one. Cade Cunningham actually ended up in Brooklyn, which is kind of weird, but hey, he's in Brooklyn. So All-NBA, I don't know if we have any representatives All-NBA team. Let me check real quick. It doesn't look like it. I don't think so, unless I just missed it, but I don't think so. All defense first team. Do we get any representatives? No, nothing. So we are the first team in the West, though. Let's go take a look at the player stats this year. So you had 26 from Jalen Green, still doing his thing. 19 from Jabari, 14.5 from Ahmed Thompson with 8 assists. 14 and 11 from Evan Mobley with 2 blocks, which is great. Josh Christopher with 14. Ausar, I should say, with 13 and 5. And he's up to an 80 overall, and he's shooting. Yeah, they're still not shooting great. I mean, Ahmed Thompson and Ausar are not supposed to be great shooters anyway to begin with. But yeah, they're still not very good. So it's all good, though. Evan Mobley can shoot the floor or shoot it a little bit. Jabari, Jalen Green. So there's plenty of spacing around them. They're just not the greatest shooters in the world. But now we get the first seed in the West. We get to play the Minnesota Timberwolves. So I would love nothing more to get out of round 1. I hate losing to an 8 seed, so hopefully that does not happen. Let somebody come around against Minnesota, and we're up 3-0. Beat them in 4. Take care of business. They're out of the way. We're out of the first round. Now, can we get to the conference finals for the first time in this video? Get to play Dallas, which they have Luka, Kyrie, Ian Jackson, Gigi Jackson, Zubac, Christian Wood, Jaden Hardy, Tim Hardaway, and Isaiah Roby. So, obviously, Luka is no easy task, so this should be a tough one. Game 1, though, we do win. Jalen Green with 34, Jabari with 30, Ahmed Thompson or Sar, I don't know which one. Ahmed Thompson with 22 and 11. Love to see it. Game 2, they even it up. Game 3, 2-1. Game 4, 3-1. And we're going to lose to Dallas, aren't we? Yep, of course. So we lose to Dallas in round 2. So the farthest we've gotten in this video is round 2, as you have the Celtics and the Mavericks, which, by the way, the Celtics have literally LeBron James. So that's fun. And Julius Randle. So let's see who goes on to win the championship. And you got the Celtics winning it all. LeBron James gets another ring. Shout out to him. But we're going to run it back another year. I'm going to have to sign a new point guard, but I think I'm going to pretty much keep everything the same. So we trade all of our future picks. Denver has the #1 overall pick, but I'm going to literally resign everybody, running it back, because this team is eventually going to be a contender. I believe as much. I mean, do we fire a head coach? I mean, has that ship sailed where we can get a different head coach? I mean, there's so many good options out here that I think I got to. So I love what you've done for us, but you did literally nothing to deserve to be fired, other than, you know, we wanted to go all the way to the championship this year, and you didn't do that for us. So I'm going to go with a different head coach, and then I'll see you guys at the end of next season. So at the end of the season, we finished up as the 2nd seed in the West. So this is going to be our last playoff run, though. If we lose here, then it's a GG for this video. So unfortunately, or hopefully not unfortunately yet, hopefully we just get where we want to be and we win a championship to end off the video. But if we don't, then hopefully we at least get to the conference finals, I guess. Jalen Green 25, 22 from Jabari, 14 from Ahmed Thompson with 8 assists, and he's up to 22 badges, which is awesome. Christopher with 14, 13.5 from Mobley with 11 rebounds and 1.5 blocks. Ausar Thompson with 12 and 5. He's up to 15 badges, 8 from Kenyon Martin, and then 7 from Washington, and then 5 from Nick Richards. So here we go. Round 1, we get the Sacramento Kings. They got Fox, Jaden Ivey, Taylor Hendricks, who literally has not developed at all. He's still like an 80 overall. So that is disappointing and unfortunate. And he's not all that great. So Davion Mitchell is a nice 6-man for them. But hopefully we just take care of the Kings and it's not that big of a deal. But if we lose in round 1, oh my goodness, we went to game 7. Wow. Okay. I was going to be super upset, but thankfully we got past Sacramento. Now we get the Pelicans, who no longer have Brandon Ingram, but instead they have Jalen Hood-Schifino, Josh Giddey, Koa Pete, Zion Pokuševski, Anthony Simons, Keegan Murray. Like, man, has this team changed a lot. Wow. Okay. Game 1, we're up 1-0 though. 132-118. Great start. Game 2, 2-0. So far, so good. Don't let them back in it. Come on, 3-1. No, game 5, please. We're going to lose to New Orleans, aren't we? Oh, we're going to lose to New Orleans here to end it off, aren't we? Can we please force a game 7 back to H-Town? That'd be awesome. It's a close game. We got it so far, but if we blow it, that's going to be really disappointing, but I think we got it. Okay, we're going to game 7. It suggests more minutes to someone. I'll listen to them, I guess. Please win game 7. Let's go to the conference finals at the very least in this video, and it's not looking good. The Pelicans have the lead right now unless we get it at the very end. Can we take the lead? Yes, we do. Can we hang on to it? Yes, we do. We do beat the Pelicans in game 7. We go to the conference finals. So I was really worried there for a second, but thankfully we got to the conference finals at the very least, and now we get to play San Antonio Spurs. So I have Jalen Brunson. They got Matisse, or not Matisse, Matt. I don't know how you say his name properly, but Matt Buzelis, Jalen Brunson, Keldon Johnson, Jeremy Solon, and Victor Wembanyama. Yeah, this is a very good team. I don't know if we get past San Antonio with Bobby Portis, Caldier. Yeah, this is going to be a tough outing, but you never really know. Let's see what happens. Game 1, down 1-0. Game 2, we even it up. 121-113, 21-7 from Ausar Thompson. So love to see that. Game 3, 2-1. Game 4, 3-1. Game 5, game 6. Don't blow. We're blowing a 3-1 lead, aren't we? Come on, baby. Let's win game 7. Let's go to the finals. Close game, back and forth game. We have the lead right now. Keep it, keep it, keep it. Keep that lead, keep that lead. And I think we're going to the NBA Finals, get to play the Boston Celtics. Man, 3 game 7s, man. 3 of them. And now get the Celtics. So they did lose LeBron. They don't have a point guard anymore. They got Benedict Mathurin. Wow. And then Jason Tatum, Randall, Vucevic, Robert Williams, and Austin Reeves. Here we go. Game 1. Down 1-0. Game 2. Dude, did we get all the way just to lose? No, we evened it up. Win 3 straight. Come on. Let's go, baby. Did we get it? Another game 7. Wow. This has got to be like, has there ever been a playoff run that had literally 4 game 7s and that resulted in a championship? Because that would be just absurd as a NBA fan to watch. Like the heart attacks you could get from that would be absolutely wild. But here we go. Close game, game 7. Did we get this far just to lose to Boston? No, we have the lead right now. We have the lead. Can we keep it though? Can we keep it? Can we keep it? Oh my goodness, this is as close as it can get. And I think we did it. Oh. Okay, we did. Oh, I was about to say, man, if we blow this lead at the very end, we won a championship. We win in game 7, 4 game 7s on that run. 4 of them, man. Like I said, imagine being an NBA fan watching that. That would be just absurd. But hey, we got the Thompson twins on this team and we won a championship at the end of the day. So I feel pretty good about that rebuild. Probably my favorite Rockets rebuild that I've done in quite some time. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching. As always, I'll see you on the next one. Not sure what tomorrow's video is going to be, but hopefully I think of something really cool. Unless you guys have an idea down in the comments. But this is Crushables. See you in the next one. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.